You ever felt like your body suddenly started storing weight differently? Like you're a squirrel or a hamster, you're just shoving it in and your little pouches are getting bigger? I'm telling you. Especially, I think we have an extra pouch around the stomach. I'm not positive, but I'm starting to think so. Because maybe your cravings are feeling a bit stronger now. Maybe your energy crashes harder. Maybe you feel like your body is reacting differently to stress, food, and sleep than it used to. And no matter how much effort you put in, the scale or your waistline doesn't seem to respond the same way anymore. And as I know, it's frustrating as all hell. It's confusing, and you know what? It can be damn right defeating. There are reasons behind it. And today we're talking about insulin, cortisol, and fat storage in menopause. How these hormones influence weight, why stress and blood sugar matter so much in midlife, and what's actually happening beneath the surface when your body feels like it's holding on tighter than before. Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to MenoSpark, the podcast that helps women reignite their spark through perimenopause and beyond with a focus on holistic health and wellness. I'm your host, Allie Thies. I'm a board certified sexologist, sex coach, menopause care provider, integrative wellness coach. I'm also certified in integrative functional nutrition and your go to guide for navigating the wild, weird, and wonderful ride that is midlife. Why? Well, I'm 59 and I've been doing this entire journey without hormones. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to hit that follow button so that you never miss an episode. And if you're returning, thank you for being a part of this amazing community. In May, our theme is weight, metabolism, and body changes. And as I mentioned earlier, today we're talking about insulin, cortisol, and fat storage. What really drives midlife weight challenges? So let's first talk about insulin. It's a hormone produced by the pancreas. Its primary job is to help move glucose from the bloodstream into cells where it can be used for energy. So, simply, you eat food, glucose rises, insulin helps the body use or store that energy. Insulin itself, it's not bad. You need it to survive. The issue happens when the body becomes less sensitive to insulin over time. This is called insulin resistance. When that happens, the body needs more insulin to do the same job. Fat storage signals increase, hunger can increase, and energy crashes become more common. And menopause can make this process even more noticeable than before. So, why does menopause affect insulin sensitivity? Well, it's that good old estrogen. As estrogen declines, blood sugar regulation may become less efficient, the muscle mass may decrease, abdominal fat may increase, insulin resistant risk rises. And this is why us ladies notice stronger carb cravings, more afternoon crashes, increased belly fat, feeling hungry sooner after eating. And this is not simply the lack of willpower, this is hormonal and metabolic signaling shift. I mean, I had my normal oatmeal in the morning and it usually keeps me full for a few hours. But today, hour and a half later, I'm craving something. So I remembered I had leftover potato salad from Mother's Day and I ate that. I really wanted those carbs. It, even though I know about all this, I study this, I'm well versed in it, sometimes it still gets me too. Just an FYI, so you're not so hard on yourself. It happens to everybody. Which brings us to this next one, which is cortisol. That's stress hormone that changes fat storage. So, cortisol is our primary stress hormone. So, what does it do? Well, it helps regulate energy, manage stress responses, and keep blood sugar stable during stress. But when cortisol remains elevated all the damn time, the body shifts into protection mode. Elevated cortisol can increase abdominal fat storage, increase your appetite, increase those cravings for quick energy food. It can screw up your sleep, and it can also raise your blood pressure. This is why stress and weight gain are deeply connected, especially during your menopausal journey. So, how does insulin and cortisol work together to work together to sabotage us, which is what it feels like? When cortisol rises, okay, the blood sugar rises and insulin rises to compensate. Okay, over time, this repeated cycle can, again, increase fat storage, worsen your cravings, increase inflammation, and reduce metabolic flexibility. And this is why us menopausal women often feel like the harder life gets, the harder my body gets to manage. This is because stress is not just emotional. Damn it, it's biochemical. So, why a restriction in food, backfires in midlife? Many women respond to weight changes by, well, we eat less, we probably skip meals, we overexercise, like we did back in the 80s, and we try extreme diets because, heck, that's what we grew up with. But excessive restriction can increase cortisol further. Our bodies interpret undereating, sleep, I can't pronounce the word, deprivation, there we go, and overtraining as stress, which can increase the fat storage, the hunger hormones, the craving, and the metabolic protection mechanisms. This is why midlife bodies often respond better to stability, nourishment, and consistency rather than extremes. So, what actually helps insulin and cortisol regulation? Well, your nutrition. Okay? You can support your blood sugar with protein at meals, fiber, balanced carbohydrates, regular eating patterns. This does help because it reduces glucose spikes and crashes. Movement supports insulin sensitivity with, especially walking, strength training, and consistent moving, not punishment based exercises. Supportive movement. That's what works. Now we got the cortisol. You can support this through sleeping well, having that sleep consistency routine before you fall asleep, Nu- nervous system regulation, reducing overstimulation, and realistic expectation. Your body responds to safety signals. It likes safety signals. So, what does a better metabolic stability feel like? Well, we get steadier energy, fewer cravings, improved mood, which is good for everybody, less abdominal bloating, which makes us very happy, more stable hunger cues, and improved body trust. Now, this isn't an overnight transformation. No, we're just making things a bit steady. So, for your spark action of the week, choose one of these stabilizing shifts. Add protein to breakfast, walk after meals, stop skipping meals, reduce late night snacking, prioritize sleep consistency. Just one of those. Just try one of them for this week. And if you've been listening to me for a while, I've I've said these before. So if you've tried other ones, try the one you haven't yet. All right? Because these things work. And your body's not trying to betray you. It is responding to hormonal, metabolic, and stress related signals. When you understand those signals, the confusion starts to ease. And when the confusion eases, support becomes more effective. So, next week on MenoSpark, we're going to talk about why midlife energy crashes feel different and what your body is trying to tell you. If today's episode resonated with you, I see you. I've been there. I'm still here. And I promise there's a way forward. Don't walk this road alone. You are worthy of healing, connection, and joy. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here on MenoSpark today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend, leave a review, and make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for some menopause insights, holistic tools, and new ways to support your spark. And if no one's told you this today, let me be the first to say it. You are fabulous. Until next time, keep that spark alive. You deserve it.